my YouTube channel. I'm Orolua Onon and I'm so glad that you're here. I typically film about faith, mental health and emotional healing. Thank you so much for being here. If this is your first time of being here, please don't forget to like, to share, to comment and to subscribe. And if you are a returning subscriber, I just finished hosting a couple of new moms to an intimate atmosphere of conversations and bonding, and it was a very great time. But before we left, before the new moms left, I decided to ask a few of them a couple of questions. I already knew the answers because we already talked a lot, but I just wanted to film some of the questions and some of their answers for my YouTube audience, for you guys. So I asked them what they did while they were pregnant and what they did postpartum to stay mentally fit. So it was just one answer per person because of time and because I wanted to ask about 4 of them. So please stay tuned. Let me know if anything they said hit you in the comments. Let me know if anything resonated with you, if you learned anything, if you find it helpful, and if you'd like to see more videos of me asking people questions. So stick around to hear everything they'll say.
When I was pregnant,
Yes.
I was watching Netflix a lot. When I was pregnant, I'm serious. I just wanted to, because I was during COVID. I was pregnant during COVID. I just wanted, and I didn't, like, for the first 4 months, my parents didn't know I was pregnant.
Wow.
So I was there, so I was alone. Like,
So Netflix.
yeah, so Netflix. I was watching a lot of like Netflix. I was trying to,
And
and COVID was a crazy period for everyone. So yeah, it did actually. I was just trying to, like, different things that would just keep me busy, and I was always training up the first like 3 months.
So what
It
about
helped
when you eventually gave birth? What did you do? So if Netflix helped before, when you were pregnant, what helped you when you
When I
eventually
gave birth, prayers. I was praying a lot, and then because I wasn't lactating, and I felt like, okay, I wasn't like mom enough. I felt guilty, so I had to talk to a counselor. So I got a counselor for like almost 2 months.
And
Yeah.
did it help?
Yeah, he did. He did a lot. So 2 things after pregnancy.
For me to stay mentally fit when I was pregnant, I think one of the things that helped me was my outward look was very important to me. And because I was still working, I ensured I looked good. My hair was important, so I ensured every 2 weeks I had my hair changed. It might not be a very dramatic hairstyle, but at least that kept my face cool.
Yeah.
And I felt
it
good
help
about
you?
myself. Yes, it did, because everybody was always, how do you have the strength to carry a new hairstyle? And I'm like, well, I feel I have low tolerance for pain. So for me, going to the salon and making my hair wasn't stress. It was just something I enjoyed doing.
Yeah.
So that helped.
So that's very interesting. What about after you gave birth? Just tell us one thing you did.
One thing that actually helped was, it's not actually what I did, it's the help I got. My husband was very supportive, and he's still very supportive. So it was more of like a partnership. It wasn't as if I was just the mother of a child.
Yeah.
We were both parents of the child.
For me, one of the things I did when I was pregnant is I did a lot of reading. Like, I know that they say we shouldn't be listening to Google Doctor, but I did a lot of reading and I chose what was applicable to me, you know, in that time. So, like, if I was having cramps, I would be doing more reading on Braxton Hicks, you know. So I was doing my reading and trying to understand exactly what they're talking about. And read as much as I could so that I knew that, okay, this is not what's happening to me, but this is what's happening to me. That kind of stuff, you know.
But did it help you stay calm or it gave you anxiety?
It helped me stay calm because I was alone through my pregnancy a lot. So it was helping me to just keep my mind off being pregnant, if you know what I mean. Like, because when you're pregnant, all you think about is being pregnant, you know. So it helped me in that area. And
so you read about more than just pregnancy, is what you mean?
Yes, like how you would deal with your baby when your baby was born, like, you know, dealing with sleepless nights or dealing with, you know, lots of things after the baby.
Okay,
you know,
after.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
So at that time, I was preparing myself for after the baby.
So speaking of after, how did you now stay mentally fit when the baby came?
I think for me, I have to attribute it to God and my husband. My husband was a major support for me during that time. When I couldn't breastfeed, when I was too tired to breastfeed, he would, do what he could. He would stand in the gap, those late nights of waking up and rocking the baby to sleep. He would stand in, and that was what helped me, because I didn't have to be the one to be pushing myself beyond my limits, you know. And that's it for me.
Thank you so much, Tasman.
There's two things. Yes, I know. Well, work, business, and prayers. And also, I was able to speak to family members who had gone through the same route, to just make myself feel good and to just enlighten me more on so many things that they had experienced before me. So I'd always ask them things about, at what month did you start to feel your baby moving? At what point did you start to feel if your baby's hungry? Just weird questions. The questions were just. Yes, it did help me to know that the journey had been I'm not the first one on the journey on that part. A lot of people had told that same route and they came out well. So of course I felt like and then I always wanted to be around people as well, around adults that had passed that stage. My mother-in-law, my sister-in-laws, and they would always tell me, oh, remember when I was doing this, I was drunk, I was this, I was that, and it just made me feel like it's not unto death or anything. It's just
the pass.
Yes, the pass. Yeah, that's the word.
Speaking of passing, so when you eventually passed that stage and got to postpartum, how did you stay mentally fit? Can you tell us one thing you did?
Well, for me, when I by the time
say it as it comes.
Okay, so I think it was like somebody just threw me like at the deep end. I was just trying to find my way, find my feet, and trying to understand this journey every day as it comes. I just put everything on it, just taking care of my baby. There was I had nannies, but my mother-in-law did come. My mom as well didn't come. So it was just me, my husband, and the nannies, and we were just able to, it felt good to have my baby to myself. It was like I was the lord of his life, deciding when to eat, when to shower, when to eat. There was no do like this. I remember when my mom was with me when I gave birth. She would say, hey, they don't do this for children, and I'll be like, no, don't do that, don't do this, But now I feel like if I say yes, it is yes. If I say no, it is no. That kind of thing. Yes. So, and then prayers as well, because my baby would cry so much, and I'll just wake up at night and stuff. And it felt like he would wake up at a particular time at night. He's like, yes, I'm now observant, and I'm like, and of course I always wake up and pray, God, wherever this crying is coming from, back to the pit of hell.
Be crying.
Yeah. I mean, I thought it was spiritual. I'm not going to lie. It was too much.
So that's it, guys. I hope that you found one or two of the things that the mom says to be useful. The prayers, the conversations they had to have with other people in their life that had been through similar experiences and stuff like that. It was very enlightening to hear the lady that spoke about Kemi, that spoke about how she had to do a lot of self-care and take care of her hair, and it made her feel good. That's a very important tip, though. And then Ayo, who also spoke about counseling, cannot be overemphasized. So yeah, I enjoyed the conversations. Obviously, there's a lot more that has been said here in this room today. There's a lot more that the moms also have to say, but that's all I was able to show you guys today. Until next time, guys, don't forget to like, to share, and to subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. So pass me your shoe. What do you say?
BTS.
This is definitely blooper. She wants to put lip back. This is definitely a blooper. Are you ready?